This episode of OMGLoL is brought to you by Netflix. For a free 30-day trial, head on over to netflix.com/GamebreakerTV. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to OMGLoL, your weekly League of Legends drama show, episode number 7 for December 28th, 2012, almost the new year. Joining me, as always, Mr. Sean Delaney. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Happy holidays and all the best, Gary.
Happy, happy, happy. All right, so despite the year running down and it almost being 2013, we got League of Legends pro teams, still making waves towards Season 3. You got releases, you got new signings, and of course, lots of drama. Let's get right into it. So first up, a while ago, Eclipsia released their esports team, and shortly after, Curse EU disbanded. And now we're hearing that CounterLogic Gaming EU has elected to not renew under CLG. What's going on here? Why would CLG EU not want to resign?
Well, it's could be a number of different things. Perhaps, it's a money thing. Perhaps they just want to explore their options. But the rumor going around is that they're not re-signing with CLG in 2013 when the contract runs out, which will be in the next few days. But they do have a major sponsor waiting in the wings for them. So we could see an emergence of a new brand of team made up of mostly the CLG EU group coming out 2013 for Season 3.
So we don't know anything about it. Who are they going under now? We don't know.
It could be anybody. I mean, if you guys check out Reddit, there's a big, comprehensive, like 1,000 comments of the Redditors, all just theory-crafting where they're going. Could be a Zubu. I've been told that a Zubu might be interested in an A team. It might be someone without an A team, or it might be like even Complexity, for example. They've been looking. I know that they've been looking, but it's really just anybody can really be the new owner of this team, but we just have to wait for their announcements.
Do you think is CLG going to get a new EU team now because of this?
I haven't seen any indication. Like it's kind of a blow to take one of the biggest named teams of EU. Like 2012 was a really big breakout season for CLG EU. I mean, they've topped so many tournaments. They've got first place, second, third, so much cash just accumulated under them, and those players have become stellar, phenomenal EU superstars. I mean, I gotta feel that that's kind of a big blow to CLG. Now, are they going to replace them? I haven't heard. I haven't seen anything. They did absolutely no indication in the news article on this CounterLogic Gaming website they're going to sign anyone else. But I just know that for sure it's not going to be the regular crew that they had this year.
Well, we're going to have to keep our eyes on that and peeled on Reddit. So there's more changes coming to CLG NA as well, correct? I mean, CLG Black disbands and they hire a new support. First up, tell me a little bit about CLG Black. I don't know much about them. I mean, were they a good team? Did they suck? I mean, what do we know?
They were a team that they were kind of formed as a practice team so that we could do in-houses on CLG. So you got Prime, you got Black, you got EU. 3 teams all came out 2012, but Black just either they didn't perform or they just really didn't go anywhere. I mean, as the forming of a practice team, they didn't really get the opportunity to really go to many places. And according to the LOL Wiki page, they only went to 4 tournaments in the entire year, and they did not really place that well. I mean, they got 5th, 6th placing in an MOG, and then like 3rd place in some online tournaments. That's kind of the crowning achievement. So citing different creative differences, then Black is just going to disband. It's kind of like what TSM Evo did. I mean, I don't think that the sponsor was disappointed in them per se, but they just
doesn't sound like they were taken very seriously. It doesn't seem like the team was just didn't seem like a very serious team.
I saw the CLG Black team members subbing for other teams more than I actually saw them under their own umbrella. That's kind of the story that I just...
What is this about Link 115 becoming a sub?
He is the only kept member of the team. So he's a really, really fantastic AP mid. Probably one of the more well-known teams. One of the more well-known names on CLG Black. But he's now becoming their sub player, and he's going to be moving into the CLG house come 2013. He's the only one they're keeping. Like the rest of them are kind of being released back into the wild. And I don't even know if we're going to see Link 115 like next year. Now, to be fair though, He is a really knowledgeable player. I think he has a really good shot at becoming a coach in 2013. Could be one of the first NA teams with a coach. But that being said, I'm not too sure how much actual gameplay he's going to get.
Now, Aphromoo leaves Fear ADC to become support. What's the story on this?
Aphromoo has left Team Fear, and he will be joining CLG in 2013 as their new support player. Now, this is kind of a little different. I mean, not only is this a big blow to Fear, because Aphromoo definitely one of the star players there, but he's going from ADC to support, just like Loco Doco did back when we did that news article, I think back in November. And we had Loco Doco come over. He got fed up playing support, gone back to Korea to play ADC. Could be a similar story a few months down the line here from Aphromoo, but he did try out. They really liked him. He's going to play support. And I'm not entirely too sure who it was, but one of the top ELO players this year said the best supports are ex-ADC carries. And that might be the philosophy that CLG actually has been going for, looking for their new support. And so, we wish the best to Aphromoo in their new support role under Double Lift.
Interesting. Talking about teams, big controversy this week. Absolute Legends North America got released in wake of a ghosting scandal during a Season 3 qualifier. This was all over the place. First up, for some of the Gamebreaker fans here who may not understand what ghosting is, just give me a rundown.
The term ghosting, at least in pretty much every game that I've ever heard, unless it's an actual thing in the game, ghosting is where you're watching another player for an advantage because you're in the same game. It's like screen watching back on quad views, like for N64. You're playing James Bond, 4 people, you just look at the other guy's screen. Oh, there he is. Okay, now I'll go over and kill him. Same idea, but now because streaming is just so huge for League of Legends, a big problem is ghosting on like a solo queue, for example, Wings of Death. He gets ghosted all the time because he refuses to put a delay on his stream. The problem here is that they ghosted through spectator mode.
Oh. So how serious is this? I mean, it sounds like it's a repeatable problem.
Well, it is and it isn't. This has been something that I know that Rapid Transit 24/7, he's a caster that I do a lot of work with. It's something that he noticed a few months ago, and I was like, I don't think that'll ever be a problem. Unfortunately, now time has proven him right. If you pause in League of Legends for more than 3 minutes, the spectator actually catches up to real time. And then after he's caught up, he has full vision of the map. So you can easily note positions of the champions, of the wards, how much gold they have, that kind of thing. So, and because we see so many DCs in League of Legends and we see so much DDoSing and just connectivity problems that, pausing typically is not really that much big of a deal. But here, we actually had a spectator in the game for Absolute Legends, and there's screenshots that you can go out there and find them, of them actually conversing in Skype through text, asking where are the wards, where are the champions, where can I go counter ward to get this advantage? And they admitted it. It's kind of a problem, but I don't think it's ever going to really hit like LAN status.
What's the reason for some of the players not wanting to put their stream on a delay? It's got to be a reason.
Chat interactivity. I mean, you guys do Legendary, right? So, and you're always talking to the chat, but at the same time, if it's 3 minutes delay, well, it's not exactly the same kind of element.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, so what now for ALNA?
ALNA has been released. Absolute Legends says that they had no idea that these guys were cheating. They were very excited to work with Robert Lee and Zekin. Zekin, like one of the friendliest names out there in terms of solo queue streams to watch. They had no idea, and after this, they said, we don't want to work with those kind of people. And they said, all right, well, we're done. You guys are out. So they're kind of teamless now, but it's a good move for Absolute Legends to get rid of them.
They say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Mr. Sean Delaney, thank you so much for another great OMGLoL episode 7. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful holiday.
Thank you, sir.
Up in the CA. Keep an eye out for more OMGLoL in the new year in 2013. You guys have a great, great, great holiday, and we'll see you next time. Oh, go to netflix.com/GameBreaker TV.